And we're live. I forgot to put us in the in the chamber. Now we're in the chamber.
Okay.
So this should be interesting. So I'm doing pretty much a color comp today because the patron that um, uh, commissioned Cthulhu
Yeah.
is talking about me commissioning me for um, a warrior, like man and woman warrior picture
Cool.
painting. So that's my thinking so far. We'll see if anybody joins us. It's kind of weird. So we've had a lot of people subscribe today, but I don't know if anyone's going to be watching. Which is why I wanted someone to hang out with. Joe said he got nothing to do, so he was going to hang out. Our fireworks got canceled around here because of the rain. Well, because of rain that's expected.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah, so they're going to do it tomorrow night, as Eli just told us.
You have some the calendar, buddy too. Calendar.
He says he has school tomorrow.
See calendar.
Awesome.
See Karen on the bus, number 32. So we've got a couple of ideas.
I got a seminar I have to go to next week. Hey, it's Joseph.
Go to
And
next week?
yeah, it's in Indianapolis for most of the week. Got an email from the guy, and we're going on a field trip. It's the first time I've ever been on a field trip as a teacher. I'm excited.
Oh, wow.
We're going to
Sounds
the Kurt Vonnegut
cool.
Library.
What's that?
We're going to the Kurt Vonnegut Library.
Where's that at?
First time I've ever been on a field trip.
Oh, wow. Well, you must have
that was bad.
you must have YouTube open because we're getting an echo.
Yeah, I had it open so that I could. When I clicked on the link in Discord, it opened it up in Internet Explorer. So I'm not logged in, so then I can't join the chat. But if I open up YouTube on my other screen, I am logged in. I can join the chat. So
Yeah,
whatever.
you got a delay though.
Yeah. So I can watch
I'm
myself.
drawing on Canson watercolor paper. That way I can do kind of a watercolor composition. I've kind of taken to starting off with using a water-soluble colored pencil,
Yeah.
but I'm not using it for this.
I never understood the watercolor pencils.
Well, the water-soluble ones are, so I can lay lines down, and then when I paint with watercolors, they disappear or blend in.
No.
Okay. What I found is that the brown that I have, at least the brown that I have, is more of a red when it gets wet.
Oh, okay.
What I'm doing right at the moment is kind of just a loose layout. Because they'll be fighting monsters, which will be fun. So I'm not worried about reference or exactness in likeness or anything right now.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about getting the composition right. See if Joe said something.
He just said fellas.
No, the other one. He said he
Oh.
didn't get the link, so I'm gonna give him the link.
Okay.
Ta-da! And now he has the link.
Well, you want someone.
Hopefully this is seeming pretty well, but I'm still kind of working stuff out, but that's the whole idea, right? We're composing. So I'm going to try a little bit of a triangle composition with the monsters that are attacking them, and they'll be in the center.
You right?
And this is just one sketch because I don't know. We haven't really nailed anything down yet, and that's why I'm not just starting one.
Right.
I actually want to do that July competition.
Yeah.
That's $1,000 payoff for first place. And it just would be interesting. So I ordered the first comic book so that I could know what I'm talking about visually.
What do we for?
Yes, I love you too.
Great Wall.
Yeah, none of these people know what the Great Wall is. They know what the original Great Wall is, but they don't know what you're talking about. They can guess.
Good shot.
Is it a restaurant?
How far?
Yeah, it's a Chinese restaurant called the Great Wall.
That's not too. That's not.
Great Wall Buffet. He likes dim sum. He likes Szechuan shrimp. And there we go.
I'm here.
Joe's chair.
I'm here.
You are here.
Yeah, he's here.
You are.
What's up?
You are clean. No.
Did you hear him?
You are clean.
What's up?
You got to tell him because he can't hear you halfway across the kitchen, bub.
I clean.
Ice cream.
Ice cream. Where's mine?
42. Count.
Did you give me some?
On bar.
He's telling you all this exciting news. He's going to go on the school bus tomorrow because he's going to summer school, which he's really excited about.
Very cool.
Bus.com.
And his bus driver's name is Karen, and his bus number is 32.
Some 40. Yeah, some 40.
I got a new setup, man. I got another monitor hooked up, a camera in the perfect space where I can watch the show and look at the people at the same time. Pretty awesome. Yeah.
His number.
And you can see all my wonderful toys. Happy 4th of July, guys.
Happy 4th
Happy
of July.
America.
No power.
You guys telling you that we don't have any fireworks.
Me either.
Come
That's
on.
all right.
Well, there's no fireworks because they canceled them tonight for rain.
Come on.
Oh, all right.
But they rescheduled them for tomorrow.
Maybe. What you got planned tonight, man? What you doing?
I'm doing a color comp.
No,
Well, the idea is to do a color composition.
National
All
Father.
right.
Some people say National Father Day.
Let's switch over here so I can look at the
He's
comments.
telling you that there's no school Friday, and it's important for him to get that message across.
Yo, what's up, Joe? Sorry
Apparently.
about that.
Art walk. Art walk.
Yes, Friday we're going on art walk. We're going to the Farnsworth where we can see stuff like
We're trying
Nancy
with
Wyatt,
that.
stuff like
I'm
Nancy
listening,
Wyatt
man.
and Jamie Wyatt and Andrew Wyatt and
Right on.
others. I really do like NC Wyatt. He's like one of the earlier fantasy painters. He was like painting Robin Hood and Robinson Crusoe and pirate adventures and stuff like that. So
Very cool.
King Arthur. His son Andrew did a famous painting of a woman crawling in a field, and it's because she was actually unable to walk, and that's how she got around.
All
And
right.
he, like, I guess he was going by and saw her or something like that, and decided that that would be a good subject.
Very cool.
The way you were laughing, I thought there was a puppet involved.
There is.
Oh, I didn't see the puppet.
All right, let's go.
Oh,
Hey, how's it going? Yeah.
Yeah.
Styles gave me this.
what's that?
Styles gave me this. I
I don't
love
know Styles.
my little dragon. Huh? Styles, the one that did my paintings.
Oh,
Yeah.
I still don't know them.
Oh, okay. Well, now you know. Well, now you know of her or them.
Well, you did mention them, but like I heard the name, but every time I hear Styles, I think of
Timo.
Teen Wolf.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm digging this new monitor, man. Whee! It's like I got space. Amazing. Little things. That's all it takes to make me happy, man.
So, brother, this is almost an illustration for you. Kind of trollish, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
What makes a good troll? Anybody, everybody.
A good troll?
A bridge.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's got to be a bridge.
that's like we're not, trolls aren't carrying around bridges.
Right on, right.
What
Trolls leave the
details
underbite.
make
Yes,
for a
they
good
do.
troll?
What's up, Joe? My brother.
Trolls need underbite.
Yes.
Ouch. I know some people that's kind of like shots fired.
Yeah.
Underbites, huh?
Yep. And two protruding teeth from the underbite.
You mean
They
tough?
never eat pizza, and that's why they're angry.
Yeah, makes sense. I've been grumpy too. Shit.
That's kind of funny, Rich, because I was asking after your comments Sunday night. I asked my boys separately, which is bigger, an orc or a troll. In my brain, I know which one's bigger. But
Well, if you go by Tolkien's description, then yeah, that's pretty clear cut. But it's gone beyond Tolkien's creation.
I agree. But it's kind of funny because my boys both gave me different answers. And one of them's like, well, they have to be kind of like trolls have to be smaller because they fit under bridges. It's like, well,
How small do you think a bridge has to be?
well, that's kind of what I thought.
Yeah.
It's like, I can fit under a bridge.
I mean, the small bridges, Billy Goat Grunt could fit under.
I
It's
think
all good.
trolls come in all sizes. You got little trolls, you got big fucking land trolls.
It just goes back to the original comment that it had to be. I need to make sure it's clear that my trolls are bigger than orcs. So,
Then you have cat trolls.
internet trolls.
Yes. Those are a different breed. Still self-loathing, miserable, but you know.
Sometimes more so.
They hide secluded behind the screen. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the Wizard of Oz. Oh shit.
So orcs, as described by Tolkien, are described as ugly-looking Mongolian. So that's kind of human side.
I am not ugly looking.
In my story, we have 4 different size trolls. We have the stone throwers, and then the regular warriors, and then the shamans, which are
Trolls with the hair.
not called shamans, but my brain's not there at the moment. Yeah, what troll with the hair?
The long scraggly hair, like in patches.
Have you guys seen Troll Hunter?
I believe I have.
I haven't seen the actual. I've seen the trailers.
That was a great movie. It's funny as hell. The sequel is not so much. The sequel is trying to depend on the plot and acting, and that's not the way it worked the first time. It only worked the first time because it was kind of done like a Blair Witch Project, but they really run into this big ass troll.
Trolls that sing and crap.
The sequel almost reminds me of the plot to Rain of Fire.
Oh, okay.
Where at the beginning, Kristen Slater is actually a little kid, and they stumble on the dragon, and they free the dragon and all that. Well, in Troll Hunter 2, it's a woman whose dad studied trolls and was called crazy and driven out of the scientific community and all that, but yet they find this troll that's basically looks like a living mountain. So, we got tusks.
Scraggly hair.
Do they need straggly hair?
Eh,
Do you think that's a prerequisite?
yeah.
Maybe they have lumps on their head. Some of them, like historically, trolls and what's the other one? There's another one. One's French. That's what Tolkien used. Now I can't remember what it was.
Ogre?
Ogre. That's the one.
You remind me of the babe. What babe? The babe with the power. What power? Power of voodoo. What?
Mushu.
Oh,
What?
shoot.
Mushu? Yeah.
I'll branch out.
The power of Mushu.
The power of Mushu. I will fill you up, and 2 hours later you'll be hungry again. Oh,
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow.
What's that?
You ever see Mulan
yes,
The cartoon is a live action one.
cartoon?
Cartoon, yes.
yes.
What's the dragon's name?
Mushu, that's what I was saying.
That's
The
what I
power
said.
of
Dishonor on
Mushu.
you, dishonor on your cow.
You said what?
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow.
Oh, it's on your, oh yeah. I didn't hear what you said. Like you kind of faded out a little bit for me.
I think his ears are
That's
just
why.
waiting.
It's not my ears. It's whatever is going on with my system or whatever. Because it's sometimes it's fuzzy and sometimes it's not. I know it's not my ears. I just cleaned them out.
Well,
I know it's not them this time. Not this time.
yeah, Steve's been here for 2 days.
I love the way you say it.
What, man? I'm excited.
He's been here for 2 days.
2
And-
days.
It's like and already.
Well, you know.
You didn't say that, but that's kind of what it sounded like was coming.
You didn't hear
Oh,
it.
he's not around you, is he?
Yeah, he's right down the road.
No, I mean right now he's not there.
Oh, no, no. No, he's not. He was gonna come over earlier, he said, but I fell asleep after work, dude. They kicked my ass today. But that's all right. I got 3 days to recover, so it's all good. You still there, Joe? How about you, Refrain? You guys still there, man?
What's that?
Anyone? I was talking to chat, see if anybody was still in the chat. They're probably like, screw this, I'm going to get a hot dog.
Well, I know some of them
Yeah.
want to win the whole Captain America piece.
Right on. You're still here?
There's been a pretty good response, actually, which is what we want. I mean,
Well, yeah.
we don't want people joining just for it, but
Yeah.
yo, you haven't seen the finished piece, have you?
Nah, let me see that. I got the
Sure.
picture you sent me. I don't know if that's finished or not.
We'll show it real good.
All right. That looks like it's ripped right out of a comic book, man. I like that.
I got some You got some fade out in the back that you can really only get with those alcohol markers, which is pretty cool.
Right
Makes it
on.
look like it's really in a war-torn area, but I figured I'd show it again because A, that attracted some people to want to see, and B, it's 4th of July, so, you know.
Woo! America.
Everybody's putting Captain America all over the place, so, you know.
Yeah.
There's mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep
You
it in a
think you could
protected space.
For the new weekly challenge.
What's that?
Huh?
I was wondering. You know,
Oh
if
yeah,
that-
it was for a weekly challenge in the Discord. You never go to the Discord. I know you joined up, but you never go on and check it out. So there was quite a bit of drama earlier today. Because somebody thought that they should be able to just take people's stuff and draw on it and be appreciated for it. Like that's one thing if you're in an atelier where you joined so that somebody could personally instruct you. But it's another thing if you're posting your very first comic work and just want to improve, you know,
Right.
and didn't say, hey, take my stuff and draw all over it, because that might, you know, make them feel like they're not good, or it might be disheartening, or, you know, might offend them. We don't know. The guy never actually responded, but the guy who critiqued him, boy, didn't he throw a fit because I booted him. Well, I actually deleted his draw over because I thought it was pretty rude to draw over somebody's stuff without either asking them or being asked to. And we are asked a lot of times, you know, would you do a draw over and show me what you're talking about? And that's a whole different thing. If that was the case, then it would have been a deletion.
Right.
Or if he would have done it verbally and just left it at that, but he didn't. But yeah, then he started all kinds of stuff.
That ain't cool.
I really hate to kick somebody who's trying to be helpful, but man, if your feelings are hurt because somebody is not saying thank you for everything you do, that's not really the place for you, really. That place is not. It's not an art place. It's a place that gathered together because they're David Finch fans.
Right. All right.
And when you got somebody, you know, snarky and thinking that their way is the right way because they've been to an atelier, or if they're, you know, just bound determined that their way is the only way, that's not really good for the community.
Right.
Like, we're there, like most of the people that are there posting stuff that they draw, they're trying to draw comic book stuff. They're not trying to compose paintings.
Right.
So composition should be kind of simple, because what you're doing is, unless you're a colorist, what you're doing is you're drawing in black and white, and you have to make the objects readable in black and white.
Right on.
And if you get too much grayscale, you know, like unless you're doing a grayscale comic book, if you're doing a grayscale comic book, that's a whole different story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you're not doing a grayscale comic book, then you're expecting somebody else to throw colors over it, or you're going to color it later. All the stuff that this guy is suggesting might be planned in the color stages. We never get a chance to know.
Well, I got you.
I almost think
What's that?
hairy troll, it's probably like tufts of hair. Like fur.
That's a good question, but
What's a good question?
I said that Captain Hulk is awesome.
yeah, is it Captain Hulk or Major Hulk?
Yeah, some guy did in the contest. He called it General Hulk, and to me, that's worse than Major Hulk. Major Hulk is a good compliment. It's double entendre. General Hulk is the opposite in the double entendre. It's like, the average Hulk.
Right.
It's just the Hulk in general.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, who knows? Admiral Hulk.
Admiral Hulk.
Private?
The other thing that kind of strikes me wrong about General Hulk is, who's the Hulk being chased by?
Oh,
General Ross, right?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And he turns into Abomination later.
Yes.
General Ross doesn't. He turns into the Red Hulk.
That's Abomination, right?
No, the Red Hulk is the Abomination is somebody completely different.
Oh, all right, I got it now.
Well, my brain's not completely on today.
Joe called him General Hulk.
Oh yeah, it was his. Duh. That's my stupidity. I just remembered. I remembered thinking, he's not just general. He's exceptional.
Combine the Hulk
One
with
movie.
Namor, and it would be
What did you say?
Hulk or Hulk Seaman.
What?
Combine the Hulk.
Combine the Hulk with what?
Namor.
Yeah.
Namor.
Namor.
See, yeah, my ears are screwed up because I thought you said porn. And I'm
That would
thinking,
be a hell of a
he would be
porn.
Bruce Banner pretty quickly, wouldn't he?
Well, I don't know. Unless she says rage, rage. And then it would go from porn to hentai real quick.
Hulk smashed that ass.
Roar!
I know, I
Like
hear
I ripped my jeans, girl.
You want to go outside? Can you hear that?
Old school Hulk has a lot of inner conflict. If she trusts Rogers and Banner, who to get both of them.
Are you reading something? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm reading that.
Okay, what was in the conflict? Yeah.
Right on.
Go on.
You don't have to defend your decision, man.
Good thing.
I've encountered that like twice tonight, or twice today. If I say something like that, it's because you made me think about something. You know what I mean? That's a good thing. You know, like anytime that whatever you're doing makes me think of something, or even views or whatever, you've won. That's what you want to do, is you want to affect somebody to the point that they're thinking about it afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Another guy posted the you remember the crying Indian from the 70s and 80s?
Yeah, the later commercial.
Yeah, like he'd stand there and a tear would drop and all that. The dude was Italian.
The one that was Indian?
Yeah, he wasn't an Indian, he was Italian.
Right.
And he just was famous for playing an Indian. So
Word.
some dude did that and put it in the David Finch room, and I was like,
Me too.
he drew a portrait of that dude, and I'm like, so you drew a portrait of an Italian pretending to be an Indian. So it's art imitating life. And then he got defensive, and I was like, no need to be defensive. It just made me think about it. Like, that's a chain reaction type thing, you know?
Right on. Yeah. I see what you're saying, man. But you wait.
What do you want? What do you want?
No,
Yeah.
no, sir.
What's that?
Nope, not gonna happen.
Come outside. Come outside.
You stepped outside?
Yep, snow. Okay.
What?
Snow. Okay. Snow. Okay.
Snow?
Snow.
No snow.
Oh, it smells?
Yep.
Oh,
Okay. I'm about how to walk.
Oh, because it smells like smoke. I get it. Yeah. Because they're firing off fireworks.
Tomorrow night. Something tomorrow night.
Yeah, they're supposed to do it tomorrow night, but some people are doing it illegally.
Yeah.
They're criminals, like us. So,
ooh.
do you think trolls are supposed to be like a missing link type of thing?
It just depends. I
Well,
mean,
no, not diapers.
But what would they be? I mean, yeah, depends. I got it.
Depends.
Move on.
Where do they poo? Depends. Anyway. No, I'm just
Well, I was
thinking, you
looking
know,
up-
like how the missing link is the stage between apes and man, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is that
You
you
believe in
think that
such things,
might be what they're supposed to be, like mythologically wise.
but what would it be a link between?
I'm trying to remember. Have you ever
King
read the
Kong
Shannara
and
books?
man.
What was that?
What? You ever read?
Did you ever read the Shannara books?
I read
The Sword
one.
of Shannara? Well,
I read one a long time ago.
I can't remember if the trolls in there, if you had to burn them or not. Somebody had trolls that, if you cut them, it would just. Like if you cut off an arm, it'd grow a troll.
Oh, all right.
If you had to burn it. And I can't remember if it's Dragonlance or Shannara that did that.
Hmm.
I think it's one of them.
That's actually a pretty interesting idea, though.
Well, I'm stealing it for something I'm working on. So.
Kind of like a budding deal. Yeah,
You can say you're stealing it live, because then if it ever becomes anything, they'll sue your ass.
Whatever.
Well, not
You know,
small,
James
small.
Cameron, Terminator.
What's that, homie?
I said, you know, James Cameron, Terminator.
Oh, yeah.
He said that he had stole the idea from a couple old Outer Limits episodes.
Right.
And those two were Demon with the Glass Hand and Soldier, which were written by Arlen Ellison.
Yeah.
Who's known for suing people for taking his stories.
Well, I'm not taking a whole story. I'm just taking, I mean, how are you going to say that, oh, my trolls are 100% different than everyone else's trolls? I don't think you can copyright.
No, there's an established expectation of trolls. So.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Usually big, dumb, sometimes tusks, sometimes just big, worked up, big looking.
yeah.
I kind of like the Bakshi version of them. That would be the 1977 cartoon Hobbit I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
So you've seen that, right? You've seen the whole cartoon.
Yeah, I have.
Oh yeah.
Okay, any more? It's on HBO
The
Max.
Hobbit or the Lord of the Rings?
Pardon me?
Just the Hobbit or the Lord of the Rings?
Well, I was just talking about the Hobbit one.
Uh,
But I swear you cannot find
I'm gonna turn this up.
a full copy of it.
right.
A full copy of the movie?
Of the Hobbit, because I swear
I have one.
I check out the scene with the dwarves, and they sing a song. And I swear to God, it used to be longer.
15 birds?
No,
15 birds.
no,
Trees.
no.
Down,
that's
down
the
to Goblin Town? Down, down to Goblin Town.
That wasn't the. Yeah.
What was sung?
I'm not.
Smash the dishes, crack the plates. That's what
Yeah,
Bill
that one.
Baggins hates.
Yeah.
That's Tolkien wrote that. There's the lyrics of Tolkien.
But I swear any modern copy of it that I find doesn't have the full song.
No, they shouldn't. It.
Yeah,
I agree
No,
with you. Yeah.
the full lyrics that he wrote out are in it. At least they're in my copy, but my
No, I'm
copy's
saying, but
older.
the newer ones that came out, the newer copies, they shortened
right.
the song.
My copy's a digital copy, but it's an older copy. Like I bought it on Xbox. What the hell was it? Must have been 15, 16 years ago, something like that, maybe even more.
just saying, it's one of those things where I remember the song very well
Right.
because when I was in elementary school and I
What do
read
they
the
call that? The moth effect or something?
Mandela.
Mandela effect.
Mandela effect. Yeah, where you swear you remember something.
The day and tomorrow. Is
Funny, I was just singing where there's a way
We
earlier.
don't want to go to war today, but the Lord of the last and living. We're gonna march all day, all day, all day. See, I had to sing it terribly so you didn't get like the copyright thing that you like to throw on there.
I don't know. I think we're pretty to the point where we have to get somebody's attention to make them want to report us first.
Well, you know.
Like, I don't
I've
know.
been touched by. Oh, that's fine.
I'm doing my damnedest to insult people, so
Not back on the channel. I agree. Yes. It was Kazam, dude.
what?
I was talking to Joe. Sorry, talking to chat.
Sinbad movie called Shazam. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was Kazam, not Shazam.
No, I think it was Shazam.
No, it was Kazam.
Shazam.
Okay.
Joe knows.
You're talking about like Shaq, right?
Yeah. No, Sinbad, not Shaq. Man. All right, Joe. All right, man.
Not movies.
Sorry, man. Didn't mean to make you yell. I apologize. I know, man. We all friends here, man. Ow. What's up, man? What's going on? Welcome to the show. I'm a dork. I know it. I wear that shit with pride.
Yeah, that's kind of what this channel's about, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's got their own level of geekdom.
I got a bunch of geekdom, dude. People at work, I don't know. They think I'm intimidating or something. Then I open my mouth and I start talking and shit. And then they're like, man.
They're like, he's an ogre.
He's a dork. Yes, I am. I wear it proud. I had an old boss, one of my old jobs, was afraid to work with me because I was so quiet when I started. Notice I said when I started. Because I'd always stand there and I'd be quiet. I'd have my head rag on and shit like that. And I'd just stand there, do what I had to do, but I'd keep quiet. You're like, man, you were intimidated. Then we got paired up. He had no choice but to work with me. And he was like, man, I was scared of this. What the fuck? I was like, I'm nothing to be afraid of, man. I'm just quiet sometimes until I get to know you. Then you can't shut me up. Enough about me. Let's talk about y'all. I wish I had like a cricket soundbite. I could like push a button and play the crickets.
Right there. I guess there are some out there. I just don't.
That's my next step.
Logically dumb thing.
I'm gonna look for a soundboard with different sounds on it and go put it up here by the computer and shit. When it gets quiet, I'm gonna push different buttons.
You can actually put some on here.
Uh-huh.
Somebody had a cricket.
Oh yeah, I like that. That's perfect. So when we get a lull in silence, just push that button. Yeah. Oh yeah.
There used to be this soundboard for Star Wars sound effects, and
Oh yeah.
you can make something sound like the worst case of diarrhea you've ever heard.
Wow.
Because they let you like mix it kind of, and so I would make it,
Yeah.
and then I'd use my remote in my classroom, so I wasn't anywhere near the computer, and then just hit play. It's like, all right, who's doing that?
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, the giveaway seems to be pretty popular.
What's that?
The giveaway seems to be pretty popular. I've got a few different people.
The troll.
It's literally right out my window.
I guess.
Holy shit.
I'm like watching the sparks explode and fly, like through my curtain, and it's like, huh.
I thought that was a sound bite.
Nope.
I didn't know that shit was real.
Well, yeah, it's kind of a sound bite.
Yeah.
It is now.
I blew my fingers off. That's why alcohol and fireworks do not mix. Can millions of emergency rooms be wrong?
I think. I slow my computer down.
What?
Yeah. The avatar that I use on Slack, Rich, that's a picture of what we used to call the Jamboree, where my wife's uncle, he used to throw these huge 4th of July parties. I mean, huge. The amount of money they spent just on fireworks was insane. And then there was alcohol everywhere, and there's food. I mean, just, you had to have cars lined up in other people's properties. Like, it was huge.
Damn.
And they'd get drunk, and they'd light off these fireworks. And the avatar I use in Slack is when, instead of firing it up, they fired it down, and it exploded in front of this guy. And so that guy, it's my brother-in-law's silhouette against the fireworks.
Huh.
Hey, Joe just had a good suggestion. Because I've seen it a lot in pictures of trolls. They got the, like, almost diamond-shaped clump of hair and on their back.
Huh?
Pretty much a telltale sign. They get
My hairy back.
It's like a diamond shape of hair in the middle of their back. I've seen it drawn that way quite a few times. Oh man. Makes sense to me, though. I got your back, Joe. I got you, man.
I think I've had this is mostly just a loose sketch to see if the composition works.
Being opening on. Oh. Excuse me.
They're stabbing him right through the scapula.
Scapula.
Yeah, it's funny. My kids probably will never forget the word scapula or clavicle because I've grabbed them by them. This is your clavicle.
I'm teaching you biology. Come here.
They were so small when they were little. Their shoulder blades stuck out in their back, and I grab them. It's weird. I grab my kids in the weirdest places. Like I grabbed Logan by his forehead once. I'm like, get over here. I love to be strange and exciting when it comes to my kids. They when they first went to school up here, they sent home this thing where it was like, is there anyone that you do not want your kids being picked up by? And I'm like, ooh, pirates, ninjas, gay clown. I had this list. We had to actually run on extra lines and stuff like that.
Anybody wearing masks, you know.
Yeah, right. I'm sure that's not what they meant by it, but
They got a knife, they got
That's
a
what
gun,
you got.
explosives. No, they're not picking up my kid.
ninjas, pirates, evil clowns.
And anybody named Fabio. You're not picking up my child.
Anyone that doesn't know their name.
Nobody driving around the parking lot saying, "Hey, little girl, would you like to buy some candy?" No.
You do that one time.
It ain't my fault my van doesn't have windows.
I figure if you can pick my children up, you can have them.
They hate trench coat.
My younger one is now, we went to the doctor for him yesterday, was just shy of 6'1", and he's still shorter than me, but I'm like, yeah, I'll lift you up.
Yeah.
His older brother, who's actually shorter, but I think has more mass.
Mhm.
I know I don't want to pick him up. That kid is stupid strong.
I
So-
can't pick him up.
He could pick me up.
I could if I wanted to have a hernia, but I think he could pick me up easily.
Yeah.
If the house was burning, and he
Be
was
careful, it's hernia season. They're going around.
Oh, wow. Hey, that was perfect timing. You said hernia season, and I heard a big pop in the background. Yeah.
It's the hernia season. They're going around.
Mm-hmm. One day. Woo. Damn. It's too damn hot, man.
So I got a question for you.
I have an answer for you.
Maybe.
Well,
Potato
you
gun.
get something. Huh?
Potato gun. Okay? Hear me
Potato
out.
gun.
Potato gun.
All right.
If you make a big belt-fed potato gun, is that a machine gun?
Is it rapid fire?
Well, it's air compression, so it could be. Not
Yeah.
actually bullets. But you know, I defy fucking ATF to run up on me when I'm fucking firing 10,000 potatoes in the foot.
Right? Yeah, man. It would be an automatic weapon. Definitely. That'd be some shit.
Right?
How'd he
That's what
die?
Bill said, because there's no magazine big enough to hold potatoes. That would be like an automatic French fry shooter, and that could work if they're frozen.
No, you just
Pierogi gun.
take one of them big burlap potato bags and just like strap it on that bitch and pull the trigger. You empty that, you throw the burlap bag away, strap another one on. Because you know it would have to have a big fucking, yeah, loading area. I don't know shit about guns. Can you put?
That's what I'm saying. Like, they couldn't have a magazine like what people mistakenly call clips.
Right.
They couldn't have a magazine you could slam in the butt of it because you could never get your hand around it if it was shooting fucking potatoes.
Right.
Plus, can you imagine like trying to carry around a potato handgun?
It never worked.
It shoots one potato.
Right.
That's enough.
You can make a double barrel. That's one potato, two potato.
What's
If you
it
get
called?
fed, it would be
This is
like
the
Rambo with a potato gun, right?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow.
I just wonder these kinds of things.
Gets jammed up. You open it up. It's got mashed potatoes in it.
Right? They're cooking. You can hear them sizzling.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
They're air fried because it would be an air gun. So, well, I'm wondering. You know, this thing.
That shit would hurt, man.
Yeah, right.
Imagine just getting hit in
The
the
same
chest
rules apply. You know, the same
by a
rules
fucking
apply.
potato going 100 miles an hour. Wow.
Right, that'd be like having a pumpkin chunking cannon that fucking fired rapid fire.
Right? Just by Gord.
I think I'd love to see that, but you know, hey,
I wouldn't like to see it coming at me.
well, it's one of those things. A 45 goes slower than a 9mm, right? So a pumpkin would have to go slower, right? You'd see that shit coming. Of course, it might be like the sub, and you're like, look!
That's right, bam, fuck, I'm dead.
Look! No, he's a scarecrow.
Just by foot.
No, he's a jack-o'-lantern.
Yes.
I decided we shouldn't save all of our musings for off-screen. Because that's why we're sitting here bored and not knowing what to do, because all the weird shit we think of goes off-screen. All the things that...
Get in here.
we're camping out tonight.
Right. Sex when you're camping is intense, man. I'm sorry. Dad joke. Now you need like the Price is Right when they guess it wrong. Boom, boom, ba-dum.
Yep, that's how you have to tell a story about camping too. Past tense.
Oh.
They're not dad jokes, they're mom jokes.
Well, you know, our mom,
Oh yeah.
which were double dads our dads. So, you know, pretty much. So would they be mad jokes?
Hey, it's your song joke. Or a cold chamber song, I'm not really sure what.
It's somebody.
It's Cold Chamber's whole album.
I just cut that. That was good. I liked it.
Nice.
I think it would be a full buttered skin.
Not a sponsor. But if you want to pay me for drinking your drink, me hungry. Want to go shopping? Oh.
No, they're chewy things.
It's dog walking time. I shall return. I'll be right back. Don't miss
Yeah.
me. Boom, boom. I'll be back. Yeah. You can hear me, but you can't see me. Come on, Poochie. Let's do this. Come on.
So out of curiosity, I went to Midjourney, and I asked it to imagine the Full Metal Jacket movie posters, but with potatoes for ammunition. And I really thought it would refuse to do it, because normally anything with, guns, scary. But I came up with 4 very disturbing images.
Do you want to share your screen?
No.
Well, because you can share the images.
Let me see something. Save image. Okay. What if I hit present?
Yeah, it's present. I think I have to okay it afterwards, but
Ooh. Excuse me, slides, video file, or share screen. I don't really want to share my screen.
at the bottom it says share screen. If you click on share screen, it'll offer you share screen again in a big blue bar. When you click on that, it'll offer you a selection on the left of what you would or wouldn't want to share. Like it's the tabs that you have open.
Oh, there. Good. Try that.
Yep. So we'll add that for a second.
Yeah, disturbing.
Your browser has blocked this thing.
Really?
Icon in your address bar. Oh, no, it was telling me that you had put something up there.
Oh. Well, I took it down.
No, that doesn't matter. You can do that. You can share stuff just so long as, you're saying it was Midjourney. Actually, you should share one picture, though, because that's a better effect and people see it better.
Oh, don't worry about it. Midjourney spits out 4 things, and I can tell it to focus on one and just give me, but whatever, I don't care that much. I use Midjourney more for, how you go on Pinterest and you get like idea boards? I can kind of do that with Midjourney. So, just so I have a better
It's
visual.
still in my head, I guess.
Well, sometimes I'm having trouble describing something, especially something completely made up. I like to have a visual, and if it's completely made up, it's kind of hard to get the visual. So,
But you create that visual.
because that would take more time than I. I just use it as a tool. It's like I'm like, not like I'm making the intro to my television series about it. I'll
No, like I said, I just use my brain. I don't do any of that. What I have trouble with when I'm trying to make stuff up sometimes is, for instance, the stories that I've been submitting is supposed to be kind of prehistoric.
yeah,
It's kind of based on that challenge that I was talking about,
right.
and a story that I had been wanting to write for a while. So, how do you describe stuff that the only description we have for it, or that we can make people understand clearly for it, is something that's non-existent in that time? Or there's a good likelihood that they haven't seen any of that yet. You know,
Right.
that's what I have trouble with when I'm trying to explain something like that. For the most part, I don't have too much trouble. Trying to, like if I'm describing a creature or whatever, I pretty much imagined it already. But I guess you kind of were vague, so you didn't say exactly what you were looking to describe, right?
Right. I mean, if there's, I don't know. I think the last one I did, last thing I tried to use it for, which it wasn't all that successful, was I wanted a swampy city, basically. And
Well, I hear that. I've done that.
I was like, yeah, you know, just sometimes when you need to get the gears going.
Yeah, I've done that with Snarky. Fortunately, I wasn't staying in it very long. So I could do something that was going to be more of a temporary, so I could just write some shit and go because I didn't have to remember it for later. Or I didn't have to remember much of it for later.
Well, I've done quick sketches for a couple things, but nothing I'd want published, that's for sure.
It's kind of weird. Why aren't you sketching more?
What?
Why aren't you sketching more?
I don't know.
You have the ability. One thing if you don't have the ability, you know, people, that's funny because people ask me that shit all the time. You draw sketches of your characters or whatever. Like, no. No, because
Why
I'm
not?
creating them a different way and I'm just not really interested in doing those sketches at that point. But then afterwards, if I let it set a while,
Yeah.
like I do have that drawing of Snarky, that's my channel cover. But I suppose I could understand, you know, like if somebody else didn't want to. Because there's a lot of times I don't want to. Now all this stuff I'll have to find references for later, so. I'll be very quiet. Sneaking in the bedroom.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Did you miss me? There we go. Back in Clark Kent mode. Clark Kent? Superman.
Not happy with this one.
Bam, 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 bam. It was a chair. Didn't park.
Sure.
It was really, man. If it was a fart, I would have been proud of that shit. I'd be, hey guys, did you hear what I just made?
That's good. Hmm.
Yeah. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, oh no.
He's not saying hi to me. He's like saying hi to somebody else.
I heard some rustling out there. And I didn't know if it was the dog getting into something or.
See you coming over?
No, you would have to walk. Oh. He don't walk much.
No.
It was funny as hell, man. I saw him yesterday, and he was wearing a pair of shorts, and his legs are real tiny. He's walking around, and I'm like, man, you look like an egg on stilts. I laughed my ass off, man. Because he used to always make fun of me because I was fat. And now the tides have turned. Like, damn, Steve, you look like you sat on a whole nest of bees and got stung. It's bad, though. I wish he'd stop drinking, man. That's why he's all swollen looking. But, what can he?
You're doing what you can.
Yeah.
You care about them, but
Right.
stay enough away from them to not get dragged down into it.
Shit. I wouldn't go that way anyway. I've never been a drinker. I don't like when the earth moves and I'm sitting still and I'm getting dizzy. I don't like that shit.
Yeah, me either. I'm with you.
My idea of a good time is not puking.
No. Nor snotting, nor fighting.
Nope. Forgetting what you did, waking up like, oh, what's for?
You know, there was a time
I'll
that,
do a tattoo of a penis get on my ass cheek. Yeah, not good.
I don't think I've ever had that problem.
I'm glad. I'm real glad.
Never woke up with a tattoo that I didn't know how it got there before I went to bed.
Right.
But that's it.
Okay.
Good.
That said, I've had a few regretful tattoos. None of them. Like, I never understood the guy that got the motorcycle handlebars as a lower back tattoo. Like, what are you thinking?
Oh,
You're
he's
offering
thinking.
free rides, or
Mhm. No
You
thanks.
ever see the tattoo of this? It's a woman, and she's like from shoulders up, and then her tits are on the ass cheeks
Oh,
of a dude. Like,
No.
you go to jail, we know where you'll be.
Mhm. No.
We know what's gonna be going on.
Let me see your tattoo again, boy. Yeah. I want to get a real good look at it.
She just took a real good liking to Andy.
Be like that me. In your right then. You fucked up. Wow. No, sir.
So, I'm assuming everybody here has seen Shawshank Redemption.
yep.
Mm. Yeah.
Did everybody like it?
It was good.
Okay, because I liked it. I'm not going to knock it, but I'm going to ask a question.
What?
Who's
Don't
Redemption?
ask me about squeal like a pig.
Who's Redemption?
Whose redemption?
Yeah, whose redemption is that actually about?
That's a good question. Do you know
That's
the
why I
answer?
asked it, because I thought it was a good question.
I don't know.
I've heard a couple of theories, so
Okay.
I just want to know what you got out of it, like what you thought of for redemption. Don't be going on my heart. And all that implies.
Yeah, it doesn't quite make sense that it would be Andy Dufresne's because he was innocent.
That's right.
You have Red.
I've heard that's the theory, that it's Red, because Red's telling the story.
All right.
I've also heard another theory, which is an interesting theory. It's all the other inmates, because all of them were affected by Andy. He gave them all hope.
That's a
Changed
good
their
point,
way of
actually.
thinking, their way of believing.
Yeah. See, I ain't never looked at it that way.
No, I didn't say you did. You know, it's like, but I guess the title was one of the things that nearly sunk it at the box office.
Hmm.
Well, it's better than the novella.
I agree, because when I was reading the novella, I turned the page and I was like into Children of the Corn for like a paragraph and a half, and I was like, wait, when did the story end?
Right.
Rita Hayworth in The Shawshank Redemption doesn't really roll off the tongue.
No.
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 But you notice that there's a trend for writers to name obnoxiously long names for stories that are about some vapid things. They're very quick, short. The titles are like way longer than the story implies that the story that they imply. I've noticed that there's this kind of fad for very long titles in short stories. Maybe it's just me, but I have. In my neck of the woods.
Mhm.
It was like, I don't read short stories.
Maybe they got the idea from the word abbreviation. give it a really long name for a shortening version. You know.
Well, you know, Rita Hayworth in the Shawshank Redemption, Rita Hayworth is only a poster.
Yeah.
And it's basically covering the hole to his escape, but Rita Hayworth actually doesn't have anything to do with the redemption either.
Right. Well, I mean,
If
unless
anyone's
you
redeemed, it's obviously the people that were left behind. Whether it be Red, who ends up, and that's not in the story. He didn't end up going to Twatney or whatever the fuck the name is, right? Story don't end with that. I'm pretty sure that the story ends with them uncovering the hole, right? It's been a while since I read it, so
I would have to go back through and look.
yeah, it's not worth it.
Hold on a second. I might be able to find it now.
I've actually found that the two best movies I think Stephen King has are The Green Mile and Shawshank Redemption, and they're both the same screenwriter and director.
Oh.
You know, I've lost a lot of my respect for Stephen King over politics, but it's mostly because he just keeps preaching shit that's basically telling us to give up our rights. And inaccurate shit, so it's propaganda too. And yeah, that's I'm not even interested after that, you know.
Right.
I don't want my writers, actors, singers trying to tell me how to vote, how to think anyway. They can express their opinion. I'm fine with that, but don't tell me what mine should be.
You know, because my opinion is mine alone.
So, I just looked up the end of Rita Hayworth, and no, it ends with, it does not end on the beach. It ends with him planning on leaving and going down there with Red. He's already out. He finds the note and the thing under the rock.
Right.
And,
yeah, like I said, it's been a long time, so.
Right. But he does, I mean, I hope Andy is down there. I hope I can make it across the border. I hope to see my friend and shake his hand. I hope the Pacific is as blue as it has been in my dreams. I hope.
All right.
Yeah, the hope. That's the redemption.
And since the hold on a second. Yeah, it's subtitled Hope Springs Eternal.
Hope brings what?
Springs Eternal.
Oh,
It wasn't in my copy, but okay.
What Wikipedia says. There are copies of it at school, but I don't have access
No, I'm
to
just
that.
saying, my copy, it's just reading Hayworth in the Shawshank Redemption.
It doesn't have a subtitle?
Nope. But it just might be my copy, you know?
No.
Is that crickets again? Somebody watching us? Somebody needs to say something.
Something.
I was listening to the fireworks.
Well, I wasn't talking to you
There's a
guys.
shoot off.
I
Oh,
was
you're
talking
kidding.
about the people that are watching us. They need to get involved.
Yeah. Give us some feedback.
Yeah,
Or
it's
not.
probably just Dan and Joe.
That's all right.
I don't know. Like the last time I streamed by myself and 12 people stopped in, I never saw more than 2.
Huh. Weird. They were doing it in shifts.
Apparently.
Ah, shut up. That was scary. I don't want to do it again. Bang, bang, bang.
So Steve got a job lined up?
Not yet. He's looking.
I have this picture I want to do of a chick warrior that's slamming a where did you go? Did you kick yourself?
No, everything went black. All three screens were like spinning. And I couldn't
What?
hear anything.
Are you sure you're not drinking?
I'm positive, man. No, that little buffering thing. I mean, I saw all three of our names, but the screen was black.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've had some weird stuff happen once in a while too. I don't know if it's StreamYard or just internet connection or what, but
Right on.
I've definitely experienced some weirdness. Yeah, I want to draw. There's a woman that's drinking a chalice with her
Yeah.
sword out, and
All right.
like she's like, "I'll kill you after I'm done." Like, in no rush. I'm just drinking this first.
Right on.
That's kind of really what I want to do. But I kind of like the idea of these monsters. I don't know if I necessarily want to set up the characters in this particular way, or maybe fully realize the characters first, but now I've got a trio of monsters to work with a little bit. All of this stuff I'll find references for later.
I'm sure.
Well, yeah, I'm not really telling you, I'm telling anyone else that doesn't know what I'm doing.
Right, right. I got it. I got it.
A lot of people probably do know what I'm doing by now, but
Oh, man. Oops.
what?
No, I'm just saying oops because you dropped that thing and started rolling down.
Oh, I didn't drop at the end of this pencil, the cover of the cap. It's
Yeah.
on the table, and I shook the table, and it rolled.
Oh.
Basically, because it's warm here and fucking very muggy,
Yeah.
so everything's kind of sticking to me.
Mm-hmm. I know that feeling.
I hate
But,
that one.
Hi.
I don't like. That's why I don't like wearing shorts and sitting on leather or vinyl or pleather or any of that shit, because
Right.
it sticks to my legs and I hate it.
Darren's birthday is in 3 days, man.
Yep.
And Beth's birthday is in 6.
And Darren's birthday, the night of Darren's birthday, I'm going to be watching a Q&A.
All right.
Tim Powers is doing a Q&A for the Writers of the Future, but I really like the way he talks about writing, He explains stuff in a way that's pretty easily understandable.
All right.
And even though a lot of the concepts that he's going to be broaching are concepts that I already know about, sometimes hearing about them from a different angle makes you think about them from a different angle.
Right.
That's this Friday, isn't it? The Tim Powers thing?
It's the 7th, yeah. Yeah, Friday.
At like 10 p.m. our time?
Yeah. Oh, something like that. Hmm.
Bang, 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 bang. This almost reminds me of sitting up at a tattoo shop.
What?
Sitting up at a tattoo shop while you were drawing your flash and shit.
I went there for Hills?
Every tattoo shop I sat with you and you were drawing flash.
Yeah, that's pretty much Zephyr Hills. I drew patterns in the other shops, but not really so much flash.
Right.
That's why I asked, because
Oh.
I did like when I was on the road and doing a show or something, but
Right. Didn't you do something in North Carolina?
no. I was doing some paintings there,
All right.
so that might be what you're thinking about. Like I did sketches for paintings or sketches for clients up ahead of time.
All right. Yeah.
I did some random sketching, but it wasn't really for Flash.
Right.
I sketched something for Jade. Actually, I have her sketch right here.
Oh.
My left. No, wait a minute. I gave that book to Logan, I think. I got no more baked potato machine gun stuff, so somebody's got to come up with something. Nobody looked at anything interesting, or
Well, you know, there's a couple of hot waitresses at work. They're pretty interesting.
well, yeah, I guess that's looking at something interesting.
Yeah, you know.
I did not specify, but you can't share it with the class.
No, I pretty much behave myself at work.
What?
Well, you know, there's a couple of people I'll bullshit with, and I'll be like, look, I have no filter. It comes in my head and out my mouth. I don't mean to offend anybody. I let them know up front. That's just the way it's always been. Shit, man. I started working back there, and there's people that worked there 10 years ago when I was working there, man. Still working there. I was like, damn. That was my portion of show and tell.
Well, this is mine. At least Brett.
What?
We're doing show and tell.
Oh,
You remember show and tell?
I do. Don't know if I have anything. I'm just showing this group.
With this group.
That's when you reach in your pocket and you pull out your middle finger, and I'd be like, "Yeah, it's been with me since I was a child."
Oh, wait.
Hey, it's a platypus. All right. Yeah. Very cool.
Where's Bonar? You can put him on our show.
Oh, he's somewhere downstairs.
Very cool. I think that's what I'm going to do when I get paid. I'm going to get some material. I'm going to make some puppets. Yeah, man.
Making the puppets was kind of fun.
Right on.
Using the puppet wasn't. So it's just the way you had to move your hand. It was like, just,
Right on.
and we really needed like a green suit in front of a green screen.
Yeah.
Just, kept having to sink more money into stuff, and I was like, he wasn't really into it. I don't think not once he tried the puppet.
Right on. Make a little stage with like little curtains that you can open up, pop your hand up in there.
Yeah, I wasn't willing to put that much work in. I don't mind making the puppet, but I wasn't going to do the whole like puppet show thing. I was like,
Just make it out of cardboard, man.
Nobody's gonna know what it's made out of
No, it's not.
unless you show them.
It's a puppet.
second puppet we made, the sidekick. The sidekick whose name was Helmet Head with a pink helmet. That was pure nightmare fuel. Had beady eyes. I mean, it was terrible. I was like, this is so bad.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. Bam. Hey Joe, you still with us, man? Drop us a line, man. Let us know you're live. Probably eating barbecue right now.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Shit, I brought home a banana cream pie the other night. I'm about ready to sink my teeth in that motherfucker. What pose is that, man?
What pose is what, man?
Talking to Joe. He's trying to figure out this pose. Come on, girl. There you go. What's up? My little gremlin. How you doing, baby? You're great when you're not being a pain in my ass. Yes, you are.
Really interesting conversation when you're not looking and don't know what you're talking to.
I'm talking to the dog, man.
Well, I know that now, but like I said, it's a really interesting conversation when you don't know.
Damn, my cover's blown. I was really talking about pegging. Oh, never mind. Wrong subject for this channel. Okay. Death dealer. All right, good job.
Oh yeah, the Death Dealer Challenge.
Sweet.
I was trying to come up with something different because
And his name's Gas.
what's that?
His name's Gas, right?
Yeah,
Death
yeah.
dealer? Yeah.
Well, the one in the books was Gap. I don't know if it's I don't think it's the same one in the comic books.
All right.
But I don't know if he actually has a name in the comic books.
Shows you how long I've been out of comic books. I didn't even know they had Death Dealer comics.
Well, it's not like that's not because you haven't been into comic books. That's because you don't follow Frazetta.
Oh.
That's Frazetta's dead, so it's his granddaughter and one of his daughters
Alright.
have made the Frazetta Girls, and they sell posters, prints. They sell copies of Fire and Ice with a documentary DVD with him walking around
Yeah. I was watching that shit on YouTube.
painting with fire.
Yeah.
Yep, they sell a DVD with painting with fire in it, and like stills of most of his paintings.
Alright. Very cool, man.
It sounds like you're trying to take a last drink through a straw.
Bam. That was Darth Vader trying to drink, the last sip of the straw. Through the straw. Oh, man. Oh wow! What do we have here?
I don't know if I actually want to show anything beyond this point. That's a pretty good focal point.
Yeah.
That's a hard thing to do sometimes, figure out where you're cutting it off at.
Right.
If I'm honest, it's a hard thing for me to do almost all the time. I just run out of room.
Little Debbie oatmeal cream pie, because why the hell not? Not a sponsor.
You know, but you were talking Eli's language. Like, no shit. He loves oatmeal cream pies.
Mm-hmm. I almost forgot they were sitting right here beside me. I was like,
If I can get my ruler without bashing my head. Well, my shoulders are messed up, and I actually dropped my ruler between a bunch of the equipment, lighting, and my toolbox and my desk, and all this other stuff. And I'm very limited use of my arm right now.
but
This says it's a certain width, but it's not that width.
What is it?
It's in between like an eighth of an inch. It's supposed to be 9 by 12, but 9 is right here. And it's in between this mark and that mark, so. I don't know why this dude's leg wants to be short and sturdy.
So, was that oatmeal cream pie a Little Debbie?
Yes.
Have you looked at the serving size on those?
No.
Okay. Just randomly count, because I don't really eat those, but my wife does.
All right.
And it is 1/3 of one of those oatmeal pies.
Shit. I got the big ones too.
And I'm just like, what the hell? Who in the right mind is going to eat 1/3 of one? Who's
Like, the serving sizes are totally arbitrary.
That's great.
Like, who's gonna eat 13 cheeses?
Here, I'm gonna wrap it up and save it for later.
Yeah,
It's just 13 cheeses. That's it.
That's ridiculous.
You ever see the Nutter Butter 8-packs?
yeah.
The serving size is 2. So the 8-pack is like this big. So that much.
No.
That is the serving size, and that's 130 calories or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But this is America, and we don't believe in serving sizes.
No, we don't.
God bless America.
Now I work with
Your
serving
size
sizes
of that cost.
to a degree. Amanda works with serving sizes much more than I do. Somewhere around. Do you have any fireworks, Brett? Or nobody cares about them anymore?
Well, I have a hard time just lighting my money on fire. So
Gotcha.
Well, I wasn't saying like the fireworks for you as much as going to see public fireworks.
Hell, just step outside.
oh yeah. They can walk, my boys can walk right outside. They're going off right now.
Huh.
And if the boys want fireworks, they can go buy fireworks because they have jobs. So
There you go.
And it's legal.
yeah,
Yep.
Here, it's really weird. Like this city, particularly, it's illegal. But if I cross the bridge, it's legal. It's limited on what's legal.
But
Indiana used to be really strict. Like when I was growing up, we had to leave the state if we wanted to buy good fireworks. So about once a year, my father would take us to Ohio and we'd buy fireworks on the way home.
yeah, we used to do that traveling. We stop south of the border and load up on fucking fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's pretty much weighed in there. I think I'm gonna lose the edges back down here. What?
Well, Richard, it's that time again. I have to go.
All right, man. Well, you have a good one.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
It was fun. See ya.
Yeah, man. Take it easy. Yeah. Love, peace, chicken grease. And then there was two.
What?
I said, and then there was two.
Right? I did this for 4 hours the other night. I'm not doing 4 hours tonight. Wow, I'm already over 2 though.
Right on.
Yeah, man. 10:30. We have like 1 viewer. I think I'm just gonna finish darkening the lines on this concept. There's no way it's not gonna make my
Make your what?
well, I didn't say yet, but
Okay.
it's not gonna make it's not gonna get the color.
All right. All right.
Because if I spend the time coloring it,
It'd be another 4 hours.
it'd be probably more than that, but this is only really supposed to represent one idea.
All right.
And usually, like when I do something like this, I offer a few different ideas.
Right on. Mm-hmm.
But the main takeaway for me from this is that I really like the bad guys, the way the bad guys are formed. This
Right.
guy in particular,
Yeah, yeah.
it really feels like old-fashioned D&D.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, man.
I think I want to just throw the bottom of the space in the shadow for the most part. Adds a little bit of mystery.
Right on.
I also kind of want to, thinking about doing it in chiaroscuro, which means that it's all kind of black in the background, or very dark.
Right, and it's just got the light around the figures.
Yeah, right. It's really extreme light, as like this guy is pretty much coming out of shadow. So.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of like the old D&D book covers.
Yeah, even more so because they don't. Well, I guess some of them did, but not bad for not having any references whatsoever to work with right now.
Right on.
I don't know why I keep coming into these things thinking that I'm going to get anything really finished in one night.
Hey, Rich,
It really doesn't ever happen, so.
next time you're feeling that way, go ahead and drop me a line, man. I'll explain it to you before we even get started.
Well, you do realize that I've gotten a bunch of drawings done.
Yeah.
I guess my brain's not able to lay down the idea as loosely as it is in my head, you know?
Right on.
I have to make it work, I have to make sense of it, because that's what the composition's all about. Making sense of it.
Right on.
And this isn't even right, these people are just placeholders, but because the last I talked to them, they were talking about being more like the show Vikings.
Right.
And I could pull up references from that, but I just didn't. And I'm still limited on what I could use from references for that anyway.
Uh-huh.
I should be doing this right here with paint. But I'm trying to give myself an idea
Right on.
before I jump into paint of where the values are going to be. And like I said, this is all stuff that I should be doing once I have reference, but it was like, I'm like, crap, we've got a live stream and I don't even know what to do for a live stream, so it's like, well, I'll work on a color comp, you know?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's not a color comp, but it's a comp.
Right.
This really kind of feels like Dungeons and Dragons with this kind of name going on with this guy.
Right.
wasn't the intent when I started it. I didn't even really know what for sure I was going to be doing. I really like this.
Right.
I like this guy. I like the idea of this guy. I don't know if I like how he's represented.
Well, the pose is good.
What's that?
His pose ain't a bad pose.
That's pretty much where it's set. I guess my main problem is I didn't really think these two out very well. I thought the attackers out pretty well because the attackers are attackers.
Right, right.
But I just had them set in a close quarters attack so that I could set something up. But now I've got to figure out how tall she is and how tall he is, and it's a little bit off, but
Right.
I really think this guy is going to be salvageable. This guy is going to be salvageable. On the idea of this guy is going to be salvageable.
Right, right.
This is kind of a Conan-esque guy, just to hold a space.
Right, right.
See if the composition works.
Yeah.
Composition does kind of work. Like everything points towards either them. Everything points towards them.
Right on.
The triangle composition, then there's a triangle composition here. There's triangles everywhere. Like, just his height where he's standing. I need a reference because I'm putting his knee up just to have him charge like this, but how much bigger than he is, or she is, you know?
Right, right.
I kind of got the idea that they wanted them to either be somewhere near the same size as, or her a little bit bigger. But I could be wrong.
Yeah. Maybe
But I guess that's the end of the first sketch. And I didn't, while I didn't do the color comp, I did a composition. I'm kind of happy with this guy, really. I like that guy.
Right.
So if nothing else, that guy is going to be used in the next part. Maybe he needs some wings too. Digging doing the wings, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, if you put wings on them, wouldn't that change them from, you know?
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. Nobody specified what they're fighting.
All right.
I said monsters. When I said, you know, what makes a good troll, it was just to get ideas if I wanted to do a troll. So, like, I've got bumps and protrusions on their heads. This guy's got upper and lower fangs. This guy's got lower fangs and bumps on his head. This one's got lower fangs and a tuft going down his back. So it didn't necessarily have to be trolls.
Right.
What I really want to do is, if I'm going to do this, I want to do this really good piece.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think I need to focus on the main characters and then figure out how I'm going to do that. I like the idea of something sneaking up behind them.
All right.
But I also like the idea of them being in the middle of a fight. So it looks like they're fighting hard and then a bigger fight sneaking up on them.
Right, right. I got 2 minutes. Hell yeah.
So I think I'm gonna kill that here. It's 4th of July. Happy 4th of July to everybody.
Happy 4th of July.
Got some drawing done. I got some stuff that I like to keep. Once I figure out really where I want to go with the other one, I'll get something. Maybe I'll even do a color comp of this anyway. But
Joe's the man.
I want to still do that Eric July entry, and that due at the end of the month. So I've got a month to conceive of it, read, figure out what the story's about, draw the guy or the people from the story enough to tell some of the story, because that's what you're doing. That's, I suppose, what he's testing, even though he's calling it fan art. Even if I'm drawing a poster, there should be a poster that sells it, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I've been thinking about that, but I also been thinking about this, and need to make some money pretty soon. So
Hey, Rich. Joe says he's gonna DM you a picture of his death dealer.
yeah, you can do that. And Joe, if you want to, you can either follow me on Twitter or Facebook too.
Well, I ain't got Facebook.
And you can, yeah, you know who I'm talking to. But what I'm saying is that there's a lot of times that I won't be paying too much attention to Discord, especially with the garbage that's been going on. I put word into the owner to see if he would make some changes, tweaks to the rules so that they're hard, fast rules and not ones that that we're having to interpret. And Joe, if you ever want to show your stuff off on here, if you message me on Twitter with it, then I can pull it up and share the screen if you want. Like, I'm not averse to sharing anybody else's work too. So that's what this channel is about: art, writing, painting, drawing, inking, any form of art. So, yeah, this is the end of the broadcast. We are heading out.
Love, peace, chicken grease. God bless. Y'all have a safe 4th of July. Keep all your fingers and toes. And whatever else extruding,
Good night.
Good night, guys.